We continue to follow developing news out of Hawaii Island, where the U.S. Geological Survey has raised the Kilauea volcano alert level. It's now at orange or watch status. The Hawaiian Volcano Observatory says Kilauea volcano is not erupting, but earthquake activity has increased. Joining us now with all the details is David Phillips, Deputy Scientist in charge with the USGS Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. Good morning, David. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Christine. Happy to be here.
Let's get right to it. Why was the alert level raised, especially when Kilauea is not erupting?
Yep. Even though Kilauea is not erupting, what we have seen over the last several hours is a fairly dramatic increase in the number of earthquakes happening near the summit region of Kilauea. And also the ground surface is tilting, deforming, inflating at an accelerating rate. So all of those signals together, we've been in this period of unrest now for a couple of months since last October. And so we've been previously at this kind of advisory and yellow level. But this morning at 4:41, because of the escalating activity we've observed over the last couple of hours, we raised the alert level to watch with the aviation color code of orange.
Can you go more into detail about what this alert level means? What does a watch mean compared to the other levels?
Yeah, good question. So the advisory, what it was before a couple of hours ago, just means that there's unrest. So things are happening. The volcano is not in its normal quiet state. And so there were earthquakes and ground deformation and some gas emissions. And so it was enough that we were watching it carefully, but not enough that we suspected that an eruption was imminent. Over the last couple of hours, because of the increase in the earthquakes and the ground deformation, there is now an increased possibility of a new eruption starting. And so basically by communicating this elevated alert level in aviation code, we're letting community residents and our partners here basically be on the watch for the possibility of a new eruption.
Of course, it's not possible to say if it will erupt. But what has happened in the past when there's been this kind of activity or increase in activity?
Yeah, that's a really good question also. So as people probably know, over the last couple of years, we've had a number of eruptions here within Halemaumau at the summit of Kilauea. And so typically what we see before those eruptions is we will kind of see an increase in earthquakes and ground deformation. Then we see a rapidly accelerating series of events about an hour or two before. And then we've had eruptions. And that's been the pattern for the last 5 or so eruptions at Kilauea. This one's a little different in that a few months ago, we started seeing more earthquakes and deformations south of Halemaumau as well. That's not unusual. It happened back in 2021. What happened then, though, was that it looked like there might be an eruption outside of Halemaumau, but at the last minute, erupted inside. So we're looking at 3 scenarios right now. One is it could just go quiet and nothing could happen and we downgrade the alert level. Another possibility, if an eruption comes, there's a high likelihood that it could be within Halemaumau, like the other recent eruptions. And then the third possibility is that it could erupt south of Halemaumau in the Ka'u Desert, possibly similar to what we saw happen back in 1974. So those are kind of the 3 basic scenarios we're looking at. As more data come in, we're going to be able to get better constraints on which scenario is most likely. But for now, nothing may happen, or maybe something could happen in Halemaumau, or maybe something happened outside of Halemaumau. One thing I'll emphasize, though, that even if an eruption were to happen, it's not in an area that would threaten any people or homes or anything like that. It's all within Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
But finally, though, David, you are alerting partners and kind of residents about the alert level changing to a watch. What is your message to residents as well as visitors who plan to go there today?
Yes, that's a good question. The first thing is to be aware, be prepared, and because it's within Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, follow all of the instructions and guidelines that the national park puts in place. As you said, we're working very closely. We've been in touch with the national park managers all morning long, so they are aware of the state So please be careful, follow things in the park. The park officials will make sure that people are only going into safe areas.
All right, David Phillips, Deputy Scientist in Charge with the USGS Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. We thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure.